when my vacuum wears off. Da 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 da. My body can't get enough. Da 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 da. It says I gotta have some more. No, that's not cute. Alright, so I kind of like tired of like answering. Oh my god, my boobs look so big in this. I'm tired of answering questions about what happened to your arm. I really don't know what happened to it. So everyone keeps asking me what happened to your arm. So see, it's in a sling or whatever. It's movable or whatever. I still have on my hospital band. I refuse to take it off, and my parents are really upset about that. But anyways, my shoulder, I injured my shoulder. Shout out to my baby fat. My my shoulder injured from, I don't know. It could have been a number of things. It could have been when we got some snow here. Could have been from there. It could have been from, I don't know. I sleep like this sometimes. And I think that's may have like pulled my shoulders up to my neck. I've noticed that too. Like when I don't know why I sleep like this, but I do. So yeah, that really felt great. So I don't know. And then it could have been a combination of that. When I was working, I had to walk around with my shoulders behind like this. I remember pulling my shoulder a lot. So I don't know. Um, I don't know what exactly happened with my shoulder. I know it had been bothering me for about maybe a week or two or something like that. And I don't have health insurance, so I didn't really want to do anything about it. So, it got so bad that I think Thursday after class, I was just popping an ibuprofen, not ibuprofen. I was popping Advil because I also have a tooth that needs to be pulled on the same side of my shoulder. This is my right side. So I know it looks like my left to y'all, but it's my right side here. So, uh, yeah, so I injured this shoulder here, right? And my tooth started fucking with me. And then my ears started messing with me too. It was just like, my body just hates me. In fact, I think that's what I told the lady when I had to go to the ER. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm dying. Everything's falling apart." But anyways, my sister was with me Thursday, and I was crying like a wounded animal. I sound something like this, and yeah, so crying like a wounded animal, and I decided I'm not going to go to the hospital because I don't have insurance. I'm going to go to Human Resources and beg them for Medicaid because you know a ER bill is like $1,000. And see, I've injured myself before. I had to go through the ER, and that crap expensive. Like I'm still paying on that one medical visit. Don't let you call the EMS. You know, then you have a separate whole bill with the fire department. So I just wasn't feeling that. So or whatever, whoever funds your EMS. I don't know. I kind of assume it's the fire department. For some people, it may be those private ones out there, which probably seems like it's more expensive. So, anywho, make a long story short, I keep saying that, but this story is not really short. So, so my sister was upset with me because I was crying. I was crying a lot, like this wounded animal, like whoa, and I don't cry very often. Although my partner, I cry, but not like in pain. I cry. Like I'm very stubborn. I'll pretend like I'm okay. So when I went to the human services, they told me that in order for me to get um, any emergency care, I had to be an illegal alien or outside of the states. Basically, I didn't have. I think you had to lose your citizenship for like 5 years, and then you could apply or get it. So I sat in line for like an hour, maybe two or something, with this shoulder. Tylenol was not cutting in to hear that bullshit. So I carried my wounded ass to the ER. And there, in the meanwhile, my sister decided to escape and she became a nanny. She couldn't take it. She couldn't live in the same house with me anymore. And she left. It's gotten so bad, my sister has decided to become a nanny and she's moved out. That's how much pain. Yeah. So, um, I am like, I'm like so tired though. Like, I'm like frustrated because I'm clumsy and um obviously I keep injuring myself. Hold on, move you guys. I'm clumsy and so um to not only like have this arm I have to be careful with because I can move it and stuff. And I feel like Superwoman when I'm on Viking. I feel like, oh, I'm fine. Let this shit wear off. I was I was singing I was singing to myself to keep calm because I yell when it hurts. My shoulder I yell, I just yell. But now I started singing, which I understand why people sing when they're in pain now because when I was a child, my stepfather lost um, the tips of his fingers. I don't know if I could. Yeah, he lost the tips like of all four of these fingers. And so he used to sing when he was in pain. And I used to be like, what the fuck? He would run around in circles. But I understand now. When you're in pain, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about nobody. You just want to shake that shit off. So the first day, I was running around here, like, and screaming and crying and falling on the floor. I couldn't sleep. I don't think I slept. I didn't. I didn't sleep the first sometime last week. I didn't sleep all week. So, because like the first week I slept, that's because I was taking Tylenol and it was pretty mild. But that second week when I was working those long hours and going to school, I was done. So yeah, this is like my third injury in the last 3 years. The injury before was I had a concussion to the head. Um, and it was actually overlooked. And then I just kept going to work, and my boss made me go because when I caught, well, this is what happened. So I was at home. I was working 3 jobs, and I was at home, and I was cooking. I was washing my hair, and I was dressing for work. Right. And so, by being, girls who are natural or have natural hair, you understand that sometimes you multitask. Like when you're in the shower, you wash your hair and shower. So I was in the shower, washing my hair and showering. And I was cooking something. I think it was on my George Foreman or in the oven or something. And so, actually it was. I was cooking on the George Foreman and I was cooking in the oven. So, I kept hearing something like a fire alarm going off, not realizing that it was probably the sound from the water. the sound of the water streaming, and I kept getting in and out the shower wet and walking to my kitchen, booty butt naked. And about the fourth or third time, I walk in there to check and see where this fire alarm is. Mind you, I'm working 3 jobs, so I'm not sleeping alive. Um, I slid my ass across the kitchen floor and onto my butt, and I had a glass table, and so the glass table, like a shear of it or something dropped, and it cut my leg. But I hit my head, and I saw blood from my leg. It was this big gash in my leg, but I thought it was from my head. So I called my mom, and I'm screaming hysterical, and I told her my brain was, and she can't understand anything I'm saying because I'm like, I'm dying. Oh my god, my room is not here. I'm dying. There was a trail of blood leading to my room. It was that because I actually had a big gash in my leg, and it was so much blood that I actually thought I had cracked open my side. So that was the injury like a few years back. And then so no, I actually got my timeline wrong. That wasn't 3 years ago. It was maybe like maybe 4, 5, something like that. It was a while ago. And then like a few years before that, maybe some months, I injured my back at work, a lumbar muscle, and I'm already accident prone. I just fall a lot. And anyway, so I was at work, and all I was doing this repetitive move of moving light boxes, very light boxes, and like as I kept doing the little whatever, I was moving things around. Something in my back snapped, and because I'm stubborn. Oh, I failed to mention like with the concussion. Um, yeah, the EMS did come to my house, but it took me a long time to go to the hospital. So yeah, because in fact I went to work. Yeah, that was stupid. So but with the concussion, so I'm at home. Um, I think I had just stopped my insurance too. No, 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 no. I don't understand at home. I was at work, and at work, I was working with a third party company inside of another company, retail company. So what happened was is that they won't help you. Um, they can call the EMS, but that's all they can do. So I didn't want the EMS to come because that's expensive. So I carried my ass on the bus to my apartment, and on the third floor of my apartment, um, I had to walk up these stairs, and of course that irritated my back. So when I got home, and I locked myself inside my apartment. But when I got home, I just thought maybe if I take a bath, ice it, it'll be okay. Well, I get upstairs, I lock myself in my apartment, I prepared the bath water, and my back stops. It does not let me bend anymore. And in fact, I pissed on myself because I couldn't bend anymore. So I'm naked. I'm in my apartment locked, and I'm calling my friend, to come get me because I can't move. So that was really traumatizing. So I've injured myself a few times. You'll think, and I've told this in the story, which my friend was telling me to learn from my mistakes, that I would just not go to the hospital because I'm broke. And it's expensive. So I don't know. I don't really know what the moral of my story is, actually. Also, I don't know. That when a woman's fed up, da 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 da. Nah, when the Viking wears out, size people, this shit is annoying. This is supposed to be a one size all. It barely fits over my boobs. In fact, I had to wear a sports bra because, like, or wear my regular bra. It's my swing suit's all the way up here, and that shit's uncomfortable. So